time. Story, story, story time. Let's read a story time. Story, story, story time. I'm geeked to story time. Story, story, story time. You and me, it's story time. Story, story, story time. Let's achieve. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Story Time with me, Kayla. How are you all doing on this beautiful Wednesday? I hope you're doing well. And of course, as always, please making sure to please still stay safe out there. Now today, we have another special author feature. Today, we will take a look at a book from returning author Debbi Min. We had the honor of reading her very first 2 books, and now we are back for book number 3. And so, without further ado, the book we'll be reading tonight is called Moon Kid Translator, written by Debbi Min. You ready to see what this book is all about? Ready, set, let's begin. Moon Kid Translator, written by Debbi Min and illustrated by PocketSizeDoodles. Here we go. Okay, crew, you know this is our 3rd book from Debbi Min, and she never disappoints. That's why I'm so excited. Hey, she signed it for us. Thank you so much. We always appreciate an autographed copy. For Mom and Dad, who gave up everything to come here. Thank you. Oh, shout out to her parents. All right, y'all ready to jump straight to it? Here we go. Have you ever felt embarrassed translating for your parents? I have. Just listen to what happened yesterday. We went to the store because Mom needed batteries. I ran to the corner to look at the new sour candy. Mia, Mom called, waving me over. The store owner said, "She won't tell me what she wants. She's holding up the line." Everyone behind Mom shook their head and crossed their arms. The entire store stared at her. They're being impatient, and so is the store clerk. My cheeks turned hot. It was so embarrassing. I ran to the counter. "I'm sorry, my mom doesn't speak English. We need batteries for our smoke detector. Can you help us?" As Mom paid for the batteries, everyone behind us waited and stared. "Thank you," Mom said, one of the few English words she knew. On our way home, my cheeks were still hot. What if someone from school saw that? If only she spoke English. We had more problems when I got home. Dad was helping our neighbors move furniture. He took me with him to, you guessed it, translate. Dad kept confusing left and right and up and down. He wouldn't wait for me to translate what our neighbors said. "I'm sorry, my dad sometimes gets the words mixed up," I wanted to say. "He's not dumb, I swear. He was a professor in Korea." But I didn't think they'd believe me. "It's okay, Mia," the neighbor smiled. "Your dad helped us a lot today." Even after their kind words, I felt embarrassed. I wish they could hear how cool Dad is when he speaks Korean. His jokes are so funny. It makes my stomach hurt from laughing. All they see is Dad being goofy and awkward. After going home, Dad looked sad for the rest of the day. I have to make sure they don't get into awkward situations, I told myself. I'm the only one who understands English. I need to speak it as well as I can. So I worked harder to learn English. I read books bigger than my age to learn more words. And whenever my parents went outside, I went with them. That was kind of her. It was hard work. I was always worried. So imagine how I felt when my teacher, Miss Rose, asked to see my parents. I froze, not knowing what to say. Mia's parents don't know English, chimed one of the kids with a laugh. I was so mad. I felt like pulling her pigtails. That's not funny, Miss Rose scolded her. Bring them to school, Mia. We will figure something out. It's not. Why make fun of someone who doesn't speak English? Would you want them making fun of you for not being able to speak their language? I liked Miss Rose. She always called me smart because of my good grades. What if she meets Mom and Dad and doesn't like me anymore? Languages are so different. Can a cow talk to a chicken? Crazy, right? That's how different Korean and English are. My parents didn't have time because they worked so much. They just needed more time. What if Miss Rose doesn't know that? If she thinks my parents are dumb, then she'll think I'm dumb too. She'll hate me, and no more talks after class or book recommendations. Oh, I don't think that is possible. She won't hate. And I'm pretty sure she wouldn't think her parents are dumb. I never look at her in the eye again. Now my stomach really hurts. The next day, my parents came to school. Mom grabbed my shaky, damp hand as we went inside the classroom. Let's get this over with. Miss Rose looked from me to Mom, then Dad. She stared at us for what felt like forever. I knew it. Time to disappear forever. Mia is the best English student in my class, she said. You should be very proud of her. Wait, what? After I explained what Miss Rose said, Mom clapped her hands and bowed her head. Dad patted my head. His eyes looked like smiling moons. They thanked the teacher for looking after me. After the meeting, Miss Rose asked to speak to me alone. Why do you look so nervous, Mia? I'm so embarrassed. My parents don't speak English. I always have to help them understand things, even in places where kids don't go, like parent-teacher conferences. Mia, you should be proud of your parents. They came to this unfamiliar country for new opportunities. I respect that. That sounds pretty smart to me. I thought about what she said. Miss Rose, the smartest and kindest teacher in the world, thought Mom and Dad were heroes, not people I should be embarrassed of. Tears formed in my eyes, deep in my heart. I knew it was true. My parents gave up a lot for me. Living in a new country was hard, but they moved here so I could have an easier life. They are heroes. To give up and pack up and go to an entire new country where laws and systems and languages are so much different, that is a big, big move. A brave move, too. I thanked Miss Rose for helping me to see the truth. When I went outside, my parents were waiting. I ran and hugged them. I love you so much, I told them. Thank you for everything. My parents are still not that good at English, but they do their best and improve every day. I also do my best to help them. I do more than most kids my age, but that's okay. We're in this together as a family. Oh, yes. That's what family is all about. Never be embarrassed. Never, ever, ever. And here's a little bit of the author's notes and also more about our author and illustrator. Ooh, this was a beautiful book. Oh my goodness. Once again, she did not disappoint us. The end. Yes, K Crew. I love this book so much. And you know, I really hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did. Now, to find your copy, make sure to head on over to Amazon. And of course, be sure to follow on social media too. A huge thank you to Debbi Min for another beautiful, beautiful story. I want to give a shout out to all your friends and family. Hey everyone! And K Crew, I have to thank you all as well for joining me. But now it's time to sing goodbye. I know. Here we go. Goodbye, 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 my friends. Goodbye to you. I hope to see you again real soon. Be proud of all your work tonight. Now climb in the bed and sleep real tight. On the count of 3, let's say goodnight. 1,